Okay, so back in 2018, I made a video on the sweatiest servers in Fortnite. The video, one of the best videos I've ever done on the channel, 500,000 people watched it. Absolute insanity. I said that OCE was the sweatiest servers in Fortnite, and you know what? At the end of 2018, it was Season 7, and I wholeheartedly believe that OCE was the sweatiest servers in Fortnite at that time. Nowadays, it's changed, man. It has changed. We're now in Fortnite Chapter 2, Season 6, Season 16 of Fortnite. 9 seasons have passed since I last made that video, and a lot has changed in Fortnite, and the players have grown a lot. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be ranking, once again, the servers from least sweatiest to sweatiest inside of today's video. Now, if you're going to enjoy it, be sure to leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you're new, because why not? It helps me out a ton. And if you want to use my supporter creator code to pick up any sweaty skins, or that bloody Star Wars pickaxe, feel free to use my supporter creator code Micho in the item shop, as it would be greatly appreciated. Anyways, let's jump on into the rankings. Okay, so let's hop on into it. So the way that we're going to be ranking these is really interesting. We're going to be ranking these off not only how they play in pubs, but how they also vie in the competitive setting here. So we are going to start on off with the Middle Eastern servers. So Middle East, obviously, I think this is probably the weakest region. It is the newest region as well. And the reason that I'm going to be ranking it as the lowest is because, well, first off, it's got the smallest player base. And player base is going to be playing a huge difference in how easy these servers are, because the less players there are, the more AIs are going to fill the lobby. And the more AIs there are, the easier the lobbies are going to be. So with Middle East being basically the smallest region in Fortnite, it only makes sense that, you know, this is obviously going to be the easiest server. Not only that, it's also the newest server as well. Middle East hasn't always had servers, so because of that, they haven't really had as much time as the other regions to just, you know, play competitively and play in general and sort of be at the skill level that they need to be to compete on a world main stage. Next up, we're going to be coming in with Brazil. Now, look, there is some very talented Brazil players out there. I believe that there was a duo that recently were the first people to get to Champion League in Brazil, which is pretty crazy. They beat everybody else from every region in the world, but those two players alone can't carry the entire region, obviously. I think from a standpoint, it just makes sense that, you know, we put Brazil in the next spot, because you don't really hear of many competitive players coming outside of Brazil. You know, the pub experience as well. You know, if there's people in pubs who are playing, that's all well and good, and it may be sweaty over there, but competitive-wise, I don't think I've ever heard of anybody from Brazil. I know there's probably a few people out there who are very talented, but overall, there's not really too many big names over there, so I feel like, you know, for that reason alone, the servers themselves probably aren't all that sweaty, and that's okay, because, you know, it's whatever, it's all good. We're only going to be getting more sweaty as we get through this video, which our next spot, we're going to be coming in with Asia. Now look, Asia, seriously, this is where the servers start to get hard, man. Asia servers are brutal, bro. They are actually brutal. We're getting to the stage where servers are just playing hard now, man. So Asia, and this is weird, because like, if we were ranking it off like platform base, Asia has the most sweaty servers for Nintendo Switch. I played the Switch Cup and I got my ass handed to me. It was so hard. But if we're ranking it over everything like PC, PlayStation, Xbox, you know, just everything in general, I feel like Asia isn't as sweaty as the other servers. On Switch, absolutely, it takes the cake, but for just, you know, regular platforms, if we put everything together, I feel like Asia has a lot of very talented players as well, but obviously, you know, like, they're usually more skilled at other games besides Fortnite, so I feel like, in terms of, like, the main stage, you know, I feel like Asia isn't all that sweaty compared to our next region, which is my home, which is Oceania. OCE, baby. You know, this is my region, and look, man, OCE is weird because seriously, and I may have a little bit of bias here, but I think that OCE is still a really, really sweaty server, but there's one problem. We've got barely any players. So, like, you either run into a complete sweat who is just an absolute demon at the game, or you run into AI. So sometimes you can get AI lobbies that would put OCE at the bottom of this list, where they're just, you know, straight up bot lobbies. They seriously are. Like, they are that easy. Some of these players are ridiculously easy because they're bots. But then sometimes you will play against people who just run through you like they're 9 to 5, their life depends on it. They are absolutely insane. They play Fortnite for a living. and I somehow still have more earnings than them. But OCA, you know, it's one of those mixed bag servers, so I wanted to put it sort of middle of the road, because like it can be really sweaty, but it can also be really easy. It really just depends on the lobby you get, to be honest. And as for our competitive scene, we've got so many talented players out there. I just feel like because of how small our region is, those players don't get enough practice, and because of that, they're never, I doubt they're ever going to be as good as, you know, some of the European or NA players out there. Anyways, in our next spot, we have NA West is a really interesting region, because there's obviously West and East, and there's always a huge debate about which region is better, right, in NA. Now, the answer is it's East. East is much better than West, and let me explain why. Now, look, you've only got to look at FNCS, and it's pretty obvious. The same team wins every single bloody time. But not only that, like, West is also just like, you know, the East Coast is so much larger than the West Coast of, you know, America. Now, I did actually spend some time playing over in NA West. I stayed in Texas, which is obviously pretty central. But NA West was the region I played on because I had less ping. I played on roughly around 50 ping, and the servers were pretty much identical to Oceania, to be honest. They were pretty like even in skill back when I played then. I can't imagine they've changed too much now. The only reason I would give NA West a, you know, a distinct like point above OCE is because there's a large enough player base that you're not going to get bot lobbies, whereas in OCE you're going to get bot lobbies occasionally, right? NA West, that ain't going to happen. There's still a pretty big population there, but it is for sure definitely not as big as NA East. And even though it's super sweaty, man, it's not nearly as sweaty as Europe, which is our final server. My God, if you live in Europe, I am so sorry for you. Seriously, my thoughts and prayers go out to you. That must suck. My God, it is a job. Seriously, it is a job to play Fortnite in European servers. Everybody over there is insane. They all want to be Mongrel. Hell, Mongrel didn't even bloody qualify for the last FNCS. That's how fucking sweaty these servers are. The best aren't even the best anymore because there's too many people out there who are just insane on that bloody server. I cannot, seriously, if I lived in Europe and I was a full-time streamer or a full-time YouTuber, I would lose sleep just dreading getting on and having to play on these servers. European servers are not to be messed with. For whatever reason, Europe is super sweaty. I guess because it's the largest region in the world, it's got the most amount of players, it only makes sense that it's going to be incredibly sweaty. And because it has so many players, you're never going to get an AI lobby. You are never going to be fed easy kills. It will not happen. Everybody you verse is going to have the bloody Star Wand pickaxe. They're going to be using the Benji Fishy bundle, the Clicks bundle, the whatever bundle. Seriously, these kids are absolute demons at Fortnite, and I want nothing to do with them. But anyways, that's the video, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you thought of my list there. You can agree, disagree, let me know down in the comments section below. I would love to know. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you made it this far, let me know by dropping a comment. Again, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in another video.